Lesson 2. The Judgment Seat of Vikramaditya. Before we read, on many occasions we try to imitate others, but it is not easy to acquire the qualities of another person merely by imitating him. The angels in the story taught the king that great lesson. Vikramaditya was one of the greatest rulers of our country who ruled over Ujjain. The Hindu New Year, Vikram Samvat, owes its origin to him. He was famous for his justice. His judgment was so fair and accurate that both the parties were always satisfied with it. Even today, whenever a judge pronounces his judgment with great skill, people say, he must have sat on the judgment seat of Vikramaditya. But nobody has ever seen his judgment seat. Actually, the seat does not exist anymore. Nobody even knows how it disappeared. However, there is an interesting story behind its disappearance. Long ago, there was a meadow just outside a small village. There was a large heap of ruins, all covered with grass, dust, and trees near the meadow. The local shepherd boys took their cattle to graze in the pasture. They accompanied the cattle and stayed there the whole day. They had plenty of time to play and have fun there. One day, while playing, they noticed a mound in the middle of the ruins. It was all covered with grass. One of the boys jumped upon it and sat there. "I am the judge now," said he. "Bring all your disputes and I would solve them for you." The other boys also liked the idea. They fabricated some false disputes and went to him for judgment. Suddenly they noticed a great change in the boy sitting on the mound. He became very grave and serious. His voice also changed. He heard the cases and gave his judgments. The judgments were so just that all the parties had to agree to it. And the process continued. He would sit on the mound, ask the other boys to bring their disputes, and he would give his judgment. Soon, people from nearby villages heard about him, and they also started coming with their disputes. The boy solved their disputes also, and they always returned with great satisfaction. The news spread far and wide. When the king of Ujjain heard of it, he became curious. He knew that the ruins were the former capital of King Vikramaditya. So he thought that the mound must be on the judgment seat of Vikramaditya. He ordered his men to dig the site and see if there was any truth behind his thought. His men dug the mound and soon they found a slab of black marble supported on the hands and the wings of 25 angels. The slab was brought before the king. He said, "It must be the judgment seat of the famous king Vikramaditya. I shall also sit upon it and pronounce my judgment. Then my judgment will also be accurate like his." He decided to sit on the throne on the fourth day. Before that, he ordered his subjects to pray and fast for 3 days. His subjects obeyed him, and on the fourth day, a large crowd gathered in front of the palace to witness the ceremony. Slowly the king came to the royal court and went near the throne. He was about to sit on it when one of the angels spoke suddenly. "Stop, O king," it said. "Do you think that you are worthy to sit on this seat?" Have you never desired to rule over kingdoms that were not yours?" The king remained silent. He knew that his life was not as just as Vikramaditya. He thought for a long time and said at last, "No, I am not worthy to sit on it." "Then go, fast and pray for another 3 days to purify yourself," said the angel and flew away. The king again observed fast and prayer for 3 days and then went to sit on the throne. But this time another angel prevented him. "Have you never wished to owe the riches of others?" Again the king had no answer, for he knew that he had done so on so many occasions. The second angel also suggested him to purify again and flew away. Thus, whenever the king tried to sit on the throne, an angel would ask him a question to which the king had no answer, and the angel would fly away. At last, only one angel was left. For the last time, the king went to sit on the throne. This time, he was full of confidence that he had purified himself completely. When he was about to sit on the throne, the last angel stopped him and said, "O king, if you really think that your heart is as pure as a child, then you are worthy to sit on the throne." "No," said the king sadly, "I am not worthy to sit on the throne." At this, the last angel also flew away, carrying the judgment seat on his shoulder.
Glossary: ruler, head of state, origin, root, source, accurate, precise, satisfied, happy, pronounces, declares, utters, exist, be present, disappeared, vanished, meadow, pasture, pasture, grazing land, noticed, saw, mount, heap, hillock, disputes, quarrels, fabricated, developed, made up, grave, serious, curious, interested, site, area, subjects, people, gathered, assembled, witness, see, ceremony, ritual, worthy, capable, creditable, desired, wished to have, kingdom, empire, purify, sanctify, make pure, prevented, stopped, riches, wealth,